Hello everyone and welcome back to the chaos that is our exceptionally sad little museum. Look, we're doing our best with what we've got, okay? And slowly but surely, I'm sure we're going to be able to make a really beautiful exhibit where this will be a lovely greenhouse and we'll have a great place where people can go ahead and they can well, don't smell the plants actually, because you know what? It's probably time to let this stink flower go. What do you guys think? Now that we're finally making a little bit more money, I'm ready. Let's actually analyze that. I can't believe we've made that bold statement, but I'm ready to go ahead, analyze that, and I'm even ready to go ahead and come on over and go finish our sponsorship that we had with that stinky, exceptionally stinky, very smelly diffuser, because it is time. As another expedition led by our brave prickly pear juicer Helene returns, having gone back into the allotment labs and investigated for yet another one of these very, well, sickly pears. That sweet spiked delicacy is loaded with nutrients as well as strange toxins. Yeah, it sure is. All right, let's go ahead. We'll drop this into the mulching machine, which I think people really enjoy watching. And I have to remember how we can look up what it takes in order to go ahead and upgrade our mulch-o-matic. I also really do want to put some more decorations around it. It counts as science decoration actually, but I think that having some plants around it would be really fun. Let's see if it'll let us put down some plants too. Because having some ferns, we already have a little ammonite over here that we have as a little decor piece as well. We've also got some of these really fun, like broken temple columns that I think work out well for our projects there. And we have our cute little flowers. We could make them look like some of the toxic spore flowers, of course. All right, let's add these in. Oh, that's much better already. It's starting to look more and more like a place where you would expect to find some sort of terrifying scientific chaos, which is exactly the kind of place that we apparently are currently running. All right, we'll put a couple more of these down over here. I think we've got some good decoration there. And then how is our helix fossil? It really wants to be next to a fossil decal. Yes, okay, that's something we can put outside. And we've unlocked roses! Yes! That makes me really happy. Okay, we'll have to check that out in just a second. That's from having gone through and having deconstructed said stink plant, and now guests gain 1 knowledge while viewing the exhibit of... Should we have it on the pristine prickly pear? I feel like that could be kind of cool. Let's do that. We're gonna have it on this sickly pear, the pristine one. We also have Aaron's pear, which is an epic pear that we can go ahead and maybe put in a decoration boost, because I feel like our wonderful botanist Aaron, who has since left us and disappeared. Oh my gosh, disappeared. That's such a fun way to say it. But botanist Aaron did indeed disappear into the depths of the allotment lab, and we're not quite sure what happened after that. But we'll go ahead. We're gonna do another expedition down into the I'm basically gonna call it like the pear cave, and let them gather that. And while that's happening, now that we have finally a little bit of money to our name, I do want to actually see what would it take in order to... If we can make, look at that, if we make the plant camouflage, we can start going into the Swallow Hollow, which is, okay, that sounds really concerning. I should probably explain. The Swallow Hollow happens to be an ancient woodland that continues to deepen, the vegetation thickening and the visibility dropping. It's easy to get a little lost or totally ingested. Oh my gosh. We would need so much help to survive this place. But especially, we need to have that plant camouflage, or else we would not be able to avoid the chance of someone literally being eaten by plants. And for now, I think we can at least send some of our staff off to Bigfoot Garden, which we have done a lot of exploring in. It has the folding champ tramp and the blooming buffoon. And we've only had expert level of both of those. Some may say it's a harsh environment where nothing could thrive, but the Yetis have been making the freezing cold lemonade for years. Sure, it's grown wild over the millennia, but that's part of the colossal charm. I think that could be a lot of fun. Do we have enough talented prickly pear juicer? Helene, I think, is leaving for that pear juicing adventure right now. Strangerville botanist Megan's, who's an eloquent analyst, we have not yet really gotten in there. And botanist Pine Split, all of these people being, of course, named after the wonderful patrons who have made these and so many more of our adventures possible. Let's also have forgery expert Redaroo go out. And if we give them an expedition journal, then there's just a chance of getting the mono beast nest or stagnant water. Neither of which would be great, but both of which we can work with if we really had to. All right, now that that is done, let's see what else we can go ahead and work on. We need 10 botany exhibits displayed in order to upgrade the sprinkler pump to the next level. I think we'll go ahead and get... There's the plant camouflage! It just requires 1 mulch. Oh, there's where we can see what we've got. 335 metal, 20 whirlycogs, 10 mulch, 0 crystal moss, so you can bet your golden truffles, apparently, that I cannot wait to get the crystal moss. That's gonna be so fun. All right, we'll get that plant camouflage up and going. And we've unlocked the invention records, a library of ideas of all sorts and file sizes. The work appears impossibly organized at first, but on closer inspection, it seems to be sorted chronologically. Ooh, we'll have to see what kind of things we can find there, and it will lead us to the blocked tunnel to the laser labs, where we need to have another drill prepared. Oh. Ooh, oh, as they say, apparently. Well, you know what? I do think that that actually raises a good question about possibly putting in another one of the workshops. Oh no, somebody got in the allotment labs, we had a broken face. I saw it. Hang in there, team. We probably don't need a workshop at the moment as much as we probably need like another bathroom or even an aquarium to start pulling in some of those fishes, or a promotional market. But I will say that being able to get even more of these entertainment spots going, or like the enrichment spots going for everybody would be nice. Definitely think that at least a small bathroom somewhere at this stage, probably important for our guest, among many, many other things. Okay, and I do want to okay, that seems like it. Okay, it's actually working. The sprinkle pump. Oh, and I need to claim that rose that we managed to learn about. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot, but I see people staggering around desperate for a bathroom. So with that in mind, can I put a bathroom? Okay, we'll install a bathroom over here that people can come in and find the desperate relief they're searching for. Why do I keep applying the golden toilets? Honestly, at this point, it's just habit, and I think that it's definitely worth asking the question of why about, but maybe we're not going to worry about it too much at this moment. And the plant camouflage is done, which is great to know. Can I put some of these? Oh my gosh, is that sign actually about the boggymen coming up out of the sewers? Because that's kind of hilarious. Maybe a reminder to wash hands. The representative from the Department of Culture is on their way. I guess kind of you might want a speaker in the bathroom just to make everything a little more comfy. I'm trying to decorate this place. It's just... Look, the bathroom doesn't have a lot going for it just now. But you gotta do what you gotta do, I suppose. Let me unlock these rugs with the wonderful kudosh that we have. And, I mean, at least when you're in our bathrooms, you get a little personalized rug that made it kind of fancy. Hopefully you'll feel good while you're just like you're sort of like a king in your own little zone. Maybe that'll be nice. And there's lots of people who want to play with some of the different pieces. I think we definitely need more security guards moving around because having only 2 is probably definitely not enough. And a loyal globetrotter? Michelle, it's so wonderful to see you, my dear. Welcome, welcome. I think that we might have you be... like, secret record sorter. Michelle, welcome, welcome. I hope that your new job here will serve you quite well. And the expedition to Bigfoot Gardens is done! Forgery expert Redderoo is back, but unfortunately has the irritable trowel disease. And dun, 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 we have the blooming buffoon. It is only great quality, but since we don't have a lot of other botany exhibits we can work with right now, I think that's going to be a good thing to have. We'll put the sprinkler pump over here and then also a small mister because I don't think the people are going to be maintaining the area enough. Let's see, museum, mister, little mister, is that going to be enough? I don't think that's actually going to be enough because the environment is so dry. Okay, let's move quickly or else this poor thing isn't going to make it. All right, there we go. And we'll put the mister down. Oh my gosh, that's still not enough? It's still not enough? Oh my word, you really have to keep this place like humid in order to keep everybody doing well. Maybe I need to get this sprinkler pump like a lot more attention. And if it's and if our blooming buffoon happens to be next to some of these very fascinating vine columns, then it's going to be very, very happy. All right, let's get rid of the science banner then. Though, no, I don't want to sell the big, giant, beautiful plant that turns people into clowns. Some people might actually want to sell a big giant plant that turns people into clowns as quickly as they possibly could. Ooh, and we just got a shiny sticker from a very happy scientist coming. How wonderful. They also really appreciate toys and onesies, as well as a little bit of the bookcase. You think they would want to dive a little bit more into the bookcase, but I'm not judging, I'm not judging. And the sprinkler pump is on fire. Oh, we're not expert with science. Oh. Firefighter Erica! You literally showed up. You literally showed up to extinguish that fire. That's amazing. You're gonna be taken off cleaning duty, and you're gonna be 100% like extinguishing fires and maintenance now, because that's fantastic. You absolutely get like a new outfit. Oh my gosh, that looks like a firefighter outfit. So we're gonna like leave that for you. The countdown to when the fire becomes an explosion. I think you literally just saved everything and everyone. What do you want in life right now? You're off to restock the snack machine, but I can't help but feel... Coffee? Do you want coffee? I think we just got the inspiration, the dedication. Oh my gosh, and now everybody wants to come over and see how this blooming buffoon is doing. After having seen the fire be put out. That's probably amazing. Maybe being next to all those misters feels fantastic too. Also, stop thief! Oh my gosh, we definitely need to get some security down. Every time, I'm like, no, we're gonna make it all much more organized. Ah, and we have a broken face on Cave Carrot Botanist. Oh dear. All right. And we have epic quality on this sickly pear. Oh my goodness gracious me. Okay. I think there's slightly less fire. We have created one of the plant camouflage pieces we needed. Let's start working on a drill. And then we do have a little bit of money coming on in. We need to go on an expedition into the water valve. Before the facility was abandoned, somebody used the emergency shutoff valve to the oasis, reversed their decision to get the water flowing again. What if there was a reason they did that? And are the pears gonna start like taking over now? That worries me a little bit. However, I think Microscope Master Dearbones just might be the person for the job there. And I think that, let's see, robust heals from injuries really quickly. I think Firefighter Erica just earned the opportunity to go on this trip, which might result in stepping on pears that give you big pokies, but your name might go down in history, Firefighter Erica. I'm sure it's gonna be fine. All right, Prickly Pear Juicer, if you would please go back down. I mean, we're gonna have you possibly pull up another prickly pear. Meanwhile, do I have a injured staff member? And also, I guess we could upgrade the bandage box. We are beginning to really get to the point where our staff are having to deal with a lot of injuries that might definitely be worth working on. And I do think I want to give them like more in the staff room, this staff room at least, to feel a little bit better, I hope. And these explorer trunks increase energy and they increase drink for our employees. Oh dear, there's a dilemma. A sticky situation. Or a sickly situation, oh dear. Your intrepid duo reaches the source of the sickly pear infestation. Yeah, this was really probably not the kind of like raise and relaxation vacation time for our firefighter. But you're here to make history and science and possibly very bad decisions. Spiked vines are coraled around the water valve, covered in rotting fruit. Someone needs to climb in and get the water flowing. All right, I think our science expert would do it. Clambering over the barbed vines, the scientist reaches the valve and unleashes the stream. The water suddenly surges, washing away the vines, and with them, the expert. Oh no. Was that Dearbones? Was that Dearbones? I think it's time to satisfy all pay requests for our staff, among other things. My jaw's on the ground. The good news, question mark, is that now we're a one-star museum? Congratulations on your opening experiments. It seems you're settling in nicely. I'm sure you'll find everything you need in Bungle Burrows. Remind Miss Notova the county expects her return to the oasis to return the oasis to its previous, less horrifying state. That was the deal. We got desert twigs and an illness elixir.
Breaking news now from the site of the Science Museum, where it's back to the blackboard for Bungle Technologies, as initial experiments on the natural irregularity have not gone as hoped, planned, or expected. CEO Sophie Nova was contacted for comment by 2 Point Radio, and while we've not heard anything, it's certainly good we asked.
Oh My gosh. Well, that didn't work. In science, you'll find things rarely do. The first time, at least. The good news is that giant sickly pears are gone. The bad news is that the oasis looks terrible and smells even worse. There should be something to air out the place and change a few opinions. A little further down in the facility. Yes, the chemical labs are the place to go. Take this bungle keycard. But first, some damage control. The situation isn't ideal for old Bungle. Place down this Bungle booster box to promote the company and compensate for all the bad press. Oh boy, friends. We lost another one. Another one bites the sickly pear. And we've got potential death, doom, and danger everywhere. Wow. We're gonna make this work. We're gonna make this work. I don't know how we're gonna make this work, but we're gonna make this work. And we can at least rename this building to the Microbiology Deer Bone Labs. And I can't help but feel like our staff are suddenly sweating bullets and hoping that they will not one day be given the honor of taking on one of the names of these buildings. Let's tidy things up and see if we can maybe make things a little bit better. And work from there next time. So see you guys then. Bye-bye.